Okay, welcome everyone to our April 2024 intermediate tournament. This is Musical. I'm joined by Lava, my co-commentator. How are you doing today?
Evening. Good day, good evening. I'm all right today. It's 11 in the evening, 23:11 to be exact. I think I'll head to bed after this. Nobody
Fair
cares.
enough.
But we have a pretty great lineup today, tonight. Tonight for me, today for you. I'm not sure. We have in the first round Espic versus H2O. In the second round, Red is Great versus Knight Rider. Those are also our contestants. We don't only have 4 people today, but at least we have. We are glad that we have 4 at all. Red is Great. Never heard of this person before. Never seen them play. So that's going to be interesting. It is very much possible that they are going to run away with this. Because we have absolutely no information on them.
We'll definitely get a good handle on how things are going to go, since Red is Great will have to play against all 3 other competitors today, against H2O, Espic, and Light Rider. This is going to be a round robin, so everyone will have to face each other, and we're going to be streaming all matches since we have only 6 sets to go through. So we'll get stream coverage for all of them.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a bracket after that. This is only going to be the round robin, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's just whoever comes out on top of this round robin is the winner.
Yeah. Alright, first match will be Espic versus H2O. Right now we are waiting for them to open the lobby, and they just did.
Okay, popping in.
Intermediate tournament, level 8 versus level 8. Just a fair warning, these can take a while.
Oh, for sure. They may be caught off guard, but they will have some few frames of health to bail them out if they need just that little extra marginal time to find an extra match, combo, or chain to stay in the game.
Espic has been the champion in the past, has only been dethroned by Dami Fortune, who is not present today because his rating is a little bit too high. He outgrew the intermediate tournament, which is a good thing.
Certainly was, and it was quite quick how that happened. Dami had basically played essentially nothing but 10 past a certain point, and certainly got used to the extra difficulty associated with it. And one thing really cool about Espic, it just so happened that there was 1 month, I do remember this very vividly, where Espic basically took, within the same month, the novice into the intermediate championship title.
Oh,
Came out on first in both tournaments.
Yeah, I think there was something like that. I totally forgot about that, you're right.
Okay, so far we don't have too much overhead garbage like on H2O's side. Been pretty good with raining down some larger chains, and it's going to keep Espic slowed down for a little bit. Couldn't downstack that right side fat pillar to get into a red combo, and that gives H2O first blood that first game.
Good job from H2O. Has also been working really hard, and has improved ever since he came here. Ever since he showed up. It is a long process. Getting better in this game requires a lot of getting beat up.
Certainly.
garbage going on right now. Both sides throwing rather more combo garbage than chain garbage right now.
Oh, that reminds me, I was a little bit too slow to do this right from the get-go, but I'll make up for it. I'm going to just set up the predictions for this set since it's still very early on. So I'm going to just do that, so if anyone here wants to gamble with channel points, I'm going to make that happen for you.
But now we're going, and now we just got into the they brought out the big guns, is what I wanted to say.
Oh, that heavy 9 chain.
Yeah. That's what he fired off. And from Espik's side came a 6, and now a 5.
That was a cool down stack from H2O, making that bicolor 6 with the drop.
And also we see our first shock blocks. I wonder if we're gonna see any shock garbage. In this format, probably yes.
It's gonna be up to H2O, almost like a combined effort-ish. H2O side will be whether or not that overhead queue is kept full, and on Espik's side, whether or not it depends on how quickly that queue is cleaned out before we get to see the shock garbage.
Since it's always flopped last.
And given that H2O is raining down chain after chain, it's definitely holding it back.
Yeah.
A little bit of trouble here, needs to have to intricately downstack, finds a solution with the purples, and gets the garbage clear.
Oh! He looked a little close for Espik, but he came out fine. I think he tried
Oh, this is really dangerous. Needs to go up to the third tier rather.
Yes, the first and second tier were completely useless. Completely cut off. But Espik ties it up on 2-1. And now we go into game 3.
Solid opening chain from H2O, getting that 5 chain with some 4 combo garbage. Espik has a 5 chain as well. Meanwhile, H2O sends another 5 chain, really trying to slow down Espik's output rate.
Hello, Yuzi. Commentating are Musical and me, Lava, and Dekates is our streamer today. Just gonna keep a little bit of an eye on chat.
Let me see if I can try to redo like pins, because I don't know why it's not working. Trying to like pin like 2 messages like for who's doing what. I'm gonna try once more. Maybe I can get it this time. Yeah. Okay, we got it. That's one. Get the other one.
Interesting situation for H2O. Had to use tier 3 in order to get himself out of the situation. Who else wasn't very usable at the moment. Now we are back at tier 1. Has a lot of chain garbage on him. Tries to get the tier 2 clear,
unfortunate.
But it unfortunately fumbled it up a bit. That's what happens. Nerfs, tournament. I think this is H2O's. I think he mentioned it is his first tournament.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
So there's always the first one is always the worst one regarding tournament nerfs. It gets better over time, but you have to have played in a few.
I do agree that It's very true. Like, you just have to keep doing, and for what it's worth, like, you may not necessarily get rid of tournament nerves completely, but with each tournament you compete in, you might find ways to cope or like find ways to make things work for you.
Yeah. You will care less and less.
Good reaction to down stack that purple.
Nice chain. And nice +6 into Espik side. He's not topped out, has maybe even a little bit of garbage right now. Not quite sure how much is stocked up, not enough to top him out. So it's back to clearing.
That was a good sequence from H2O. Had to deal with a little bit of layered garbage, went up to tier 2, brought it down, and made very good use of the clearing time to figure out, okay, what's the next move so that I don't stop thinking, I don't stop doing. A very good proactive movement there.
Also on this 5 chain. Clear. That was nice.
Very good down stacking from Espik, getting ready to defend against that piece of garbage as well.
H2O is sending an 8 chain. That should do the trick. That should top Espik out. And that was a close one.
Alright. Both of these competitors are topped out. They're going to both have to defend. And H2O gets done in by that low shake combo garbage or that 2 chain garbage at the top. Still very much alive in this set. Only trailing by 2 games.
Yeah. 1 to 3, it's still open for anyone.
If there's anything that I learned in this game, like, it doesn't matter how many games you're trailing, it's not a lead.
So, I think good example happened today against I played against Galactic today, and I think it was like 19 to 13 for me, and we ended like 2018. So
those comebacks are so scary, even in the context of like you can see it of course in the first to 20, but even in in the first to 5, like especially within tournament setting, they are so scary.
You can lead 4 to 0 and you can still get swept.
Speak of the devil, I see Galactic and spectating right now.
Yep.
And while we're joking about that, H2O did close the gap just a little, ever so slightly, only trailing by 1 game right now.
Overall gameplay from H2O is pretty strong, I'd say, from both players.
Certainly agree there. Oh, that was a little bit unfortunate. I think there was probably like going for the H2O was probably going for the 4 combo, but just didn't have quite enough time. But Espik is now at set points.
I do feel responsible.
We don't talk about that. Don't worry, I've done so many commentators' curse moments. It's awful when it happens. I try to think nothing of it and move on. It's hard, but
I even tried to save it by saying both of them, but it was too late.
Playwriter was looking at a cross opener. That's gold skill there, definitely. Like if you can find combo links within a combo chain or very I don't want to say unconventional, but other kinds of shapes rather than just sticking with a select few. It really does highlight some very solid, fluid knowledge of managing your board.
Yeah. first step is know what's possible, and then you have to find the right moments to implement it. Even if you do something that looks cool, that's amazing, but it leads you into a position where you just die, then all those fancy tricks won't help you much.
Indeed. The missing piece of the puzzle there is figuring out, okay, last time I tried doing that I died, but how am I going to do it so that I don't die?
Yeah. How do I do it and when do I do it? That's important.
That's right. You always want to be able to get away with whatever you're trying to do. Very nice, almost 2-minute game. H2O closing it, clawing back with the third game win. Aspik still at match point. If H2O wants to take the set, that would mean winning 2 games in a row.
Yep. But it is certainly possible.
I want to highlight how Aspik was very quick in figuring out how to follow up from the initial opening attack, because it kept H2O very busy for the first 30 seconds or so. If you were paying attention to like a small garbage clear or like an extra clear with some open space up top of H2O's board, that empty space was quickly filled up with some combo garbage. Low shake, very little time to react. And if H2O wasn't ready, that would have meant Aspik taking the set.
Yeah, when you glance over on your opponent's side and you notice them being high up and maybe not immediately in a position to clear, then just send a quick +5 or a quick +4. Just send a quick combo, maybe you win from it.
It's those small like things of like just basic awareness that can really make a huge difference in taking a game maybe like 45 seconds in rather than having to wait for several minutes on end before you get that kill opportunity. It's that one opening.
Yeah. Because maybe you do your opener and then you have the idea of, oh okay, I'm gonna send a big chain after this. Because the idea is, okay, my opponent will probably clear this, I'm gonna send a second opener, so to speak. But then you notice suddenly, oh wait, that didn't quite top them out, and they aren't ready to clear. Maybe I can finish the game right now if I send 1-2 more combos.
Speaking of finishing the game, that was almost scary for Aspik. Almost ran out of health while buried under quite a bit of garbage. Now it's layered. I see a second and a third tier, clears through the first layer, has to transition once more. What's the solution here?
Uh-oh. That clear was a bit scary, but he did it.
Did get through it and is now rewarded with a bunch of fresh panels. Not quite out of the woods yet, has to quickly find another garbage clear before the stack raises the stack too high.
Yeah, but he wasn't topped out, that is probably what saved him there.
Meanwhile, H2O is actively chaining, finding extra combos, finding any extra offense to keep sending.
Uh-oh, I think he's locked out. Yeah, he's locked out.
That is a lockout! We have a game 9! This is the first set, Lava!
Let's rock, baby!
Well, we're off to a good start then. Top right now.
Oh, I appreciate H2O trying for that insert.
Yeah, he caught it instead. That's the problem with level 8. The insert timing, for the inserts you only get 4 frames, whilst on level 10, that's the one thing that's easier on level 10 actually, because you get 6 frames.
And I swear that extra leniency, that it really does make all the difference when you're so used to various timings.
Oh yes, when you switch You especially notice it when you switch from between level 8 and 10, or especially 9, when you get only 3 frames.
That was very
So
unfortunate. Done in with the
almost-
stack raise. It was like literally like 1 or just less than 1 line.
Yeah, I should have
worth.
shut up in that moment because that was a good game 9. But Espic took it home.
Congratulations to Espic for that set, but HU played valiantly, like clawed it all the way back to game 9. So I'm very much looking forward to what's left in store for these remaining sets. Looks like no one gave Espic any love for the channel points, so this prediction goes out to the out in the wash, and I'm gonna start the next one. Let's see who's next. Brett is great versus Light Rider. So if anyone wants to try gambling with channel points, this will be your opportunity to do so.
Now we will see if Brad is actually Brad. Brad rank is what I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, we shall see.
Idea. We have no idea who this is. We've never seen them. I've never seen them play before. So we will see. We have to wait and see.
Oh, just got a note from Decrides, our streamer today, just switching themes between sets to make sure that it's the tournament theme. I think that's been fixed now, right? So
It looks
like it, I think.
like it. Yeah.
All right, we are good. I think prediction should be running. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Nice combo 5, combo link 5 from Light Rider.
Quick 5 chain from Brad. Looking good.
A little unfortunate from Light Rider trying to insert, but managed to get a rebound. Garbage clear.
Did he catch it? I didn't see it.
It was supposed to be an insert. Okay, he needs to find some defense right now.
That looks a bit.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Just trying to find like what was the exact solution, but there was that translation from cursor to like hands just to make it happen. It's always tricky because you know that like the solution is so close. You know that you have a garbage clear that's possible, and then when it just doesn't pan out, it's always frustrating. But it's just the first game, so there's plenty more of the set to be played. That singular garbage clear just did away with all of that combo garbage, giving Brediscrate a lot of panels to work with. Making good use of it right now with that 5 chain.
That would have fired off a 4 chain. That was a little bit.
Oh, I like that. Wasting no time going into that next garbage clear following that 4 chain.
Oh, almost topped out. And Light Rider was topped out. And it's 1-1.
All tied up.
Also stars on the left side. I have that problem too. When I try to, when I have 6 in a row and I try to form a 5, I sometimes manage to make 2-3 combos.
I feel you there.
Yeah, that's always a bit annoying.
Speaking of combos, I really like seeing how Light Rider is trying to look for combos at almost every opportunity, rather than only going for regular 3 clears by default. Because every time you make that decision to send a combo, obviously when it's safe, each time you do each time you do so, you're sending more garbage, and you know those opportunities they add up, they add up quick.
Yeah, especially when your opponent is decked out with a big chain, and you just accumulate all the combo garbage, and they get hit with all of it at once. That can be a game ender.
Okay, so far both of these players not terribly high stack, so there's going to be plenty of room to let some more garbage onto their boards.
Right now, both players are just looking for offense. Not too much going on right now.
Yeah, things are going to get a little bit more high energy once one of these players, or both of these players, ends up getting topped out. And I think that time is now. Let's see how Bread navigates through this next wave of garbage.
And there's shock garbage. Yay.
That's going to clear on its own, and that was a nice lucky chain going into the next set of garbage. Ordinarily would have had to find a separate stall to do so.
Trying to find a clear, got the greens. Light Rider, pretty low stack right now, has nothing to fear. He looks for his next attack.
Good follow-up from Light Rider with a lot of combo garbage. It's incredibly dangerous right now. Found that green match just in time to clear the rest of the combo garbage. Light Rider not putting on the brakes at all, continuing to try to keep Bread topped out. It worked, giving Light Rider the third win.
That was good. Bread was just a little bit too slow there. Tried to go for the down stack, but couldn't reach it in time.
That was good awareness from Light Rider, trying to make sure that the stack was manipulated in a way to chain into the garbage. Never miss a beat, just move seamlessly from matching into garbage clear. Nice slide.
Oh, Red is
okay, what's the solution here?
With the 4, he could have made a 4 combo, but he hit the 3 instead. There was no connection between the clear and the garbage.
Bread looking ahead to set up a guaranteed 3 chain. Highlighting that spatial awareness. Okay, like, if I pop after doing all of this setup, I'm guaranteed this chain. Quite a bit of low shade garbage that was piling on Bread's board, but a single clear was all it took to get rid of all of it and replenish that supply of panels.
Now he's sending some offense of his own. It isn't quite enough to top Light Rider out. Now it is.
Just in time.
Yeah, but the clear is already prepared.
A little dangerous for Bread. Needs to find a solution there.
Yeah, a little too high stacked. The middle tower was too much.
GG's to Light Rider and Bread. That was a good set. Let's see who's next. think next will be Light Rider versus Espic. No one. Alright, so this was still a one-sided bet, so we're gonna return those points and try again. Okay, so Light Rider and Espic. Who wins this? The set? There we go. And to answer your question, Light Rider, just wait for Chaos in the tournament chat to let you know if it's okay to start. Right now, it says go ahead and meet up in character select. Alright, so I see the room.
Yep, the room has been created. And both players seem to be ready to go.
Speaking of Chaos, Chaos has been taking care of the TO work behind the scenes and putting scores, making sure our players are where they need to be, such that stream can move seamlessly. So many thanks to Chaos for keeping things going. And many thanks also to Dekrates, our streamer, who's giving us coverage for this high-level gameplay.
Yeah, both are doing a great job. Wouldn't be possible without them.
100%. Okay, it looks like they've been given the okay, so we are hopping right in.
Alright. Round 3 of our tournament.
Lots of combo garbage sent from Light Rider. See, 3 4s, a 6, and an 8. Quite a bit right off the bat.
I think Light Rider has been the champion as the intermediate champion as well, hasn't he?
Yes, that is true.
That would make this a battle between former champions.
That's true. This is like both of these players like kind of stomping grounds. They really like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And there goes the first point. Light Rider took it already. Ooh, nice slide from Light Rider.
Got that last minute extension for that 7 chain. Very nice. Good reaction to add that third link in that follow-up chain.
And just keep sending 2 more free chains. And with some combo garbage.
I'm very much liking Light Rider's awareness of trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to solve the puzzle? I also, like, that was unfortunate on Espic's side. Espic did the right thing of, like, while buried under garbage, Espic knew to send a large chain back to Light Rider to keep Light Rider busy and not let Light Rider, like, run away with it. So, like, unfortunately got done in by the rest of, like, just running out of health, but the concept of just making sure, you know, slow them down, don't let them run away, definitely unlock.
Because if you are... Oh, it's already 3-0. Because if you are stuck in the... if you have chain and a chain and a lot of garbage above you, and you're stuck in the... with 3-4 lines, it is always better to just... and your opponent has basically nothing, it is always just better to wait and build a large chain on your own, using the garbage from your opponent, because if you just keep breaking it up and send only little garbage, the chain garbage you have takes so much time to clear, and you take so much time to send everything separately, that your opponent has already dealt with what you sent before the next part even reaches him, and you get basically nowhere if you do that. So that's the reason why you should build a large chain in such a position.
Precisely. Once you know that you're a little bit behind, just bide your time.
Yeah, build a large chain, and then when they are stuck, you can go back on the offensive.
That was a smart decision from Espic's side to go with that tier 2 fear. and get and clear both layers and affect both layers of garbage.
Yeah. When you have a tier 2 like that and you clear the top and the bottom, you get rid of the garbage much quicker.
That was a nice little extra extension in that chain from Espik. Now needs to find a garbage clear quick, running out of health. That was good planning, trying to chain into garbage using 2 links.
Yeah.
This is a little dangerous, not many panels to work with. So every decision is going to count, every swap is going to count.
Basically, yeah. And that, look, oh, he fumbled it. Oh.
That was a little unfortunate given that there was a bicolor
yeah.
6 combo in the bottom right corner. That could have bought Espik a little bit of stop time, give some time to think, and then find an eventual garbage clear elsewhere. But it's also scary at the same time because it's almost like a double-edged sword. When you're already low on panels, and then you have to pop another combo just to stay alive, it makes that scary situation even scarier. You ideally don't want to be in that situation, but you know, this is the game. You will have scrambles inevitably.
Yeah, you can't play perfectly all the time. If we did that, we would never die.
Exactly.
That's why I attempted a slide, said failed it. I think he tried to go for a 5 combo there.
It's gonna be a decently big attack coming from Espik.
Yeah, but that one had the 5 combo prepared. He waited for exactly the moment when the garbage dropped.
Down stack just enough such that the first volley portion of that volley wasn't enough to top Light Rider out. Needed that second follow-up piece of garbage.
But Light Rider still topped out. Has to be careful right now. But now he's no longer.
Good 4 combo on the left side for Espik.
Now Espik again in a bit of a... Oh no. Espik is on white, it seems. So is Light Rider. Both parties have their clears prepared. And they keep chaining.
Ooh. A little bit of resistance coming in from Espik. Light Rider still at match point.
Yeah, but Espik managed to put a point on the board, and it's not over yet. Not much going on right now. Espik is clearing his garbage. Light Rider sends a little bit more combo garbage, but it's still not enough to top Espik out.
Still very much a poking battle right here, trying to get their footing.
Yeah,
Waiting
now
for that
Espik,
one player to make a big swing, and it looks like it's going to be Espik with that 7 chain.
Yup. But it wasn't enough to top Light Rider out, and he had a clear ready.
Light Rider is going to make very good use of that 7 chain and try to send a big chain back to Espik.
Is already at 7. Has more time to clear. Is at 8 now. It's going to be a 9.
Espik's getting ready.
But he has has some shop garbage on him, but he's gonna take care of it right now. Wasn't really much of a hindrance.
We tried to go for that insert, that's really scary, but managed to find a forward combo right down the middle.
Oh, this is a bit scary for Espik, but he got the clear with the yellows.
We saw that situation a couple games ago, not many panels to work with, so every swap counts.
Yep. It was a scary chain from Espik, I find. He was already low on panels and he chose to take a more offensive approach instead of a defensive one. He used up more panels to attack instead to keep them for the defense. It's always a little bit risky to use it in a situation where you are already low on panels and you use up more panels to attack. Sometimes
ideally, in those situations, you're trying to save them up, but sometimes, you know, you might see a situation where, okay, I'm just gonna go balls to the wall and just send, big send.
Yeah, that is possible. This is possible as well. Also, Nightwire took it. Congratulations. Sometimes what was I trying to say? Sometimes you see a situation where you yes, I'm low on panels, but the panels I do have are fitting. I'm good enough. Maybe I have three pairs already, and I can afford to spend more because I have the colors I need. And the chances I get a match from the clearing chain garbage is very likely. Or maybe I have some combo garbage and I have a good tier 2 afterwards. In situations like that, you can afford to go stronger, where you know that you are going to be well off afterwards.
Once you get down to, like, once you're very much used to, like, a difficulty level, the strategy aspect really takes a much bigger role in gameplay, and you start realizing, just as you were mentioning, when it comes to various decision making, there's just so much thinking that takes place, and then there's so much context and background information that feeds into those decisions.
Yeah.
When do I go for that garbage match? When do I go for this extra link in a chain? When do I go for this combo? When do I go for this combo shape?
Timing is very important in this game.
Okay, it looks like we're hopping right in to our fourth set of this tournament. Red is Great versus H2O.
Let's see how this one goes. From French Toast or Bread, I have to say, I would say they are a very good fit for this tournament, from the skill level I've seen.
I'd say so as well. This tournament is geared towards players that are trying to improve such that they're usually playing on level 8, or for the players that are comfortable playing on level 8, but you know, they might still have a few fragilities here and there.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 4 players and it is rather stacked, I would say. We have 2 former champions after all, and H2O has been playing for a very long time now. Maybe not very long, for a few months, but long enough to get a lot of practice in. And Red you just have never seen before. But from what I'm seeing, they are able to hold themselves for a while.
Certainly. That was a very good sequence of clears from Bread, trying to work their way up to that garbage clear. There's a little bit of a mishap there with a miss swap, but managed to get the rebound and stay safe with the garbage clear. Needs to find something quick now.
Phew. got it just in time. Meanwhile, on H2O's side, oh, they are topped out as well.
That was such a good reaction from H2O, keeping that extra panel propped up for an eventual garbage clear.
And it is 2-0. 2-0 for H2O right now.
Few 3 clears from Bread's side, leading to a garbage clear. Gets a 3 chain, so it's going to be a little bit of stuff for H2O to take care of, but H2O is looking to continue to stay on the offensive here. That was so smart from Bread, is great. And it was also a very good reaction to keep, I want to say it was the yellow or purple, I forget which, like, keep it propped up for a garbage clear, just how H2O was doing so with the yellows that other game.
Good offense coming from Bread is great. That's a combo garbage all at once.
Dog, those I see in chat those frustration swaps after missing an insert. I can relate. Although probably not as much for those who are playing on 10. I guess it's more frustrating because you know that you have much more leniency. But like 8 exacerbates it. Scary here for Bread's side. Needs to find the garbage clear.
Yeah, couldn't get
do so with the yellows.
Maybe he tried to stealth it over, but it didn't work.
Possibly, yeah.
It's always a hassle when you see the clear, but there are other clears in the way. And oh, that was quick.
That was unfortunate. The red kept that piece of garbage propped up, so couldn't make use of any shake time. Okay, so H2O right now is at set point. Good reaction from Bread to go for that garbage clear when the opportunity was still there. If Bread had waited just like a little bit too long, those panels would have fallen and would not have been a garbage contact point.
I think it was a good chain from Bread as well. He split it up so he would get a 4. And I think he delayed it a little bit. But right now he's in trouble. Okay, no, he's not. He's not that.
Speaking of topped out, H2O is going to... Yeah, that was a very big send from H2O. Working through all that combo garbage, turned into panels, and made several smaller chains with combos mixed in there. Wasn't enough, though, because French Toast did Bread is Great did H2O in with a lot of low shake garbage right there. Still very much alive.
Putting a point on the board. Good job. Let's see if they can keep it up. Both players rather high. Not anymore. Six chain from Toast. 7. I keep changing between Bread and Toast.
Yeah, I forgot as well. I'm trying to remind myself. Yeah, no, I'm gonna consciously like to remind myself so I don't mess that up. That was a smart down stack from H2. Just try to like get the stack shape into one that's more manageable, that rather than having too many jagged portions that might end up interfering with various solutions.
Ah, unfortunate. But nope, 5-1. Espic. No,
H2O.
my bad.
No, you're fine. But congratulations to H2O taking the set 5-1 over Brett is Great.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
Let's see.
Who do we have in round 5?
Looks like it's going to be Brett is Great versus Espic. So I'm going to set up that prediction right now.
See, I was already in the next game.
Oh, they're already in?
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so they're in character select.
Yep, I joined the wrong game.
Oh. Oops. Fair.
I jumped into Galactic vs. Sawa.
Ah. Alright, they've been given the okay to get started, so we'll be hopping in shortly.
That would be an expert level game, but that's not where we are today.
Well, that was a fun little lag chain from Brett is Great. That extra clear in between had those second and third links within the chain happen a little bit sooner.
Both players still trying to look. Oh, that's nice. Nice instant chain from Espic. And another quick chain, a free chain this time, with a lot of combo garbage. But bread. Toasted bread. Oh man.
Okay, so digging up the center a little bit with those extra panels, but it did translate to a bigger send.
Yeah, and now Espic is in a pretty sticky situation, but manages to fire off a 6 chain while trying to dig himself out.
Oh, that looks like some nasty layering for Espic to deal with. There's a solution with the light blues. A little bit of a scramble. I know what that feels like. You know what it looks like, and I swear it's like one row off or like one position off. Oh, unfortunate. But that gives Brett is Great first blood, first game.
Dropped a little bit too early. Tried to go for a chain, but ended up with a free combo instead.
Ooh, nice little slide from Espic to get that 3 chain 4 combo.
They're still pretty low. Got hit with some combo garbage, but he's taking followed by a nice frog chain. Espic fast back.
That was very nicely done by Espic. Wasted no time following sending that 7 chain and going right into the next garbage clear.
Aspect is clear right now. He was clear. Now he has little chain on him. Red
Just a
on the
little
other side.
earlier, Red did a really nice maneuver trying to get to a garbage clear by moving a panel over some panels that we're clearing. We call that a platform, like that you create such that you can almost like walk a panel over, even though it's like technically empty space.
I mix it up sometimes actually. Sometimes I think a platform is just what you use for a slide.
It's true, because that's what they're usually more known for. Because like you would hear the term platform catch,
That's
but that's the one where you're like creating it. I could also be misusing the term as well, because like for example, I had used to like make the mistake of calling that an airwalk because it's not.
you know it's not an airwalk. I know that, but yeah, no, I think for me I know what you mean with the platform. It's basically when you build a bridge with the panels.
Yeah.
A bridge that is about to disintegrate.
I think bridge is like very descriptive, like very appropriately descriptive. Newsy saying Aspect is slightly favored, but Fred is great as having an awesome show today. I agree. I'm seeing some good stuff out of both players. It's like these are a lot of like little things that a player, or like little skills that a player should be accumulating as they're learning this game, because you'll need to use everything you've got when you're trying to take out your opponent.
I was scared for a second, but Brad managed to hang in there. Not much garbage flying around, but that can change any moment. I see a lot of surprise chains. Chains that just come out of nowhere.
When those happen, and especially for players that value being able to know exactly what's going on, they could be really scary, because all of a sudden you're thinking about a solve and then it's no longer possible because of a random match or a random combo or link in a chain popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's sometimes when you have a combo storm on top of you and you just prepare your chain from it, and then suddenly you think you're gonna get a lot of blocks, you're gonna get a lot to work with, and then it falls and it all disappears.
There's definitely layers to the extent to which a player could be aware of their board, where it's like how much exactly, when you are reading the board, how much are you really gaining when you're scanning. And it's hard because the state of the board changes so fast. So sure, like you could, for example, read so much of the board and how it's going to look several steps later. But that's only over the course of maybe 5 seconds or so.
Yeah.
And then you're hit with a completely different board situation. So there's definitely layers to board reading as a skill.
Yeah, especially you have so many options in this game. when sometimes when I look for an opener, for example, I see a line that I wanna take, and then I mess it up, and then I have to recalibrate. I have to go for something else, and it sometimes just happens that because I messed up, I ended up with a better line than with what I was originally planning. Yeah, it just is like that, because suddenly the board is different as you saw it just a moment ago, and now it is fairly possible that the board, how you see it now, offers you a better solution than the board you saw before.
This introduces kind of like a trade-off mechanic when you think about it. If your board awareness is at a level that you can also identify alternative routes that require you to almost quote-unquote mess up, but it's not really messing up, it's more of like an intermediary setup before you get into your attack proper. So it's like, I'm gonna attack, but not until I've done these preliminary clears. It's gonna stall me a bit, but what's gonna come after is supposedly better. But that all depends, but whether or not something is better in truth also depends on how quickly you're being attacked and how heavily you're being attacked by your opponent.
Yeah. It just changes all so quickly. You have to be really fast in this game. You have to move fast, you have to think fast, but at the same time, you have to take your time, even though you don't have. You have to make the best out of the time you have, and sometimes it is more. You have more time than you think you have. How many times have I said the word time now? Ugh.
When so many of this game's mechanics involve the word time, like in terminology, it's hard not to say it. So I think people should get a pass for that. Espic was in a little bit of danger earlier because Bread is Great was sending chain after chain after chain, trying to just keep Espic topped out and committed to defending. This is getting a little bit scary for Bread is Great. Very few panels and still had to get through a shock layer. Did get that second garbage clear, so bought a little bit of time, has a second tier clear option, takes it, wastes no time. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Right, pretty well done. Worked his way down, and is still on the offensive. Has no garbage left right now.
Ooh, that
and
was
we took
unfortunate.
it. A 3.5 minute game.
Stack ray speed was getting up pretty up there. Pretty far up there, like 42 speed level. You don't see those kinds of numbers on level 8 unless a game goes that long.
Yeah. No, stack speed is a factor. Shouldn't be underestimated.
Especially when it catches you at a point where you're trying to recenter yourself after like a really scary scramble. It's like, okay, I live, but I have to be very much aware of the aftershock. Like, am I gonna be okay for the next 15 seconds after that scramble, and I don't die to that stack raise.
Especially dangerous in the situations where you're almost topped out. Where you
Those are the worst.
Yeah. Sometimes I think, okay, this is where I die. And then the garbage I don't have a clear, this is where I die. Then the garbage hits me, and then I think, oh, I'm not topped out. Maybe I can. Nope. Stack raises and I'm dead.
This game plays with your emotions. This game is a very emotional game, I would say. Well, maybe not for everyone, but I think for me, like, it's just as you described it, where it's like you think you're safe one split second, and then the next split second you're not.
Yeah.
And now, Bread is Great is currently at set points.
Mm-hmm.
He's one more game. Aspic needs 3.
Wow, Spectres. 30 GPM but silver. Who is that?
I think the running theory is that it's coming soon.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, it's probably him.
Well, that was a quick quit out, but that is 5-2 for Bread is Great. Congratulations.
Amazing showing, gotta say.
We have another set, one more set, right? Between Light Rider and H2O, is that correct? Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yes,
they
yes,
already
yes,
create- They already created the lobby and are ready to go.
Okay. And to that, the prediction will be up very shortly.
Oh, what
Alright,
happened
it's
to
up.
What happened to the last prediction? Was it at that as well?
No one bet that one. No one bet any channel points that one.
Yeah, dog, you're right. It is coming soon. Yeah, I played him recently. His offense is really that high. It felt like it. Everybody in this community is just constantly improving, constantly getting better.
It's very exciting just watching how so many players come from the various console games that instilled that like love for the game, and then they just realize, wow, the skill ceiling's been driven much higher.
Yeah. It can be very intimidating, but and frustrating. But if you get the training in, if you get the hours in, it can be really rewarding as well.
But like you said, you have to play this game a lot to
Yes.
really like nail down what a lot of these players are considering basic fundamentals.
Nice exchange from Light Rider. H2O in a bit of a tough situation is topped out. Doesn't have a Cyclone's clear ready quite yet.
Oh, I appreciate the attempt from Light Rider to make that little frame trick. There was an opportunity for a 5, but ended up trying to go for that 4 link.
That was a nice chain from Light Rider. And another 5 chain. H2O is topped out again. Rearrange the purples to get the chain clear. And this is... He's...
Got hit with a lot of small shake garbage.
That was close, he almost locked himself out, but he got the purples. On the stack ways. And
Fair awareness trying to get... Oh, I appreciate that setup too. But H2O got done in by that layered garbage. Trying to like move cursor elsewhere to find a separate clear. H2O comes out swinging with that 7 chain. Trying to regain some footing before clearing that small piece of garbage. Now that's another thing that I'd like to see, like H2O opted to raise the stack and get more panels, get more options to continue that offensive against Light Rider. And was there was a solution, a horizontal clear right there.
oh,
But just getting hit with that huge wave of garbage, thinking, oh, two rows, I'm locked out.
yeah,
Sometimes good fortune will smile on you, but not all the time. But thanks to that, H2O is able to stay very much in the game.
Yep, 2-1 right now. Oh, a 12
combo there.
combo.
Play Ray doing a little bit of setup here.
Because the discussion has been, I've seen it. How good is a 12 combo actually?
I think a 12 combo sends 2 6x1 lines, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think so too. Not too great actually, I think.
Yeah, between the shake and the number of panels that you're giving your opponent, it's not usually recommended, but you could also make the argument that in the interest of trying to burn through panels quickly, it is an option, but that means you're also accepting those other drawbacks that come with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is scary. There were a few options that are open to H2O, but those intermediary clears basically narrowed it down to 1, found it, and now has to sit through the better part of this 8 chain that Light Rider had sent a little bit earlier. This is where things get a little bit tricky for H2O. While it's important to buy your time, send a big chain back, don't want to be making mistakes here because with so few panels, every swap matters.
Yeah. I just noticed that you got actually raided.
Oh, we did?
Yep. By Puzzle Speedrun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Hello, Cause of the Horde and everyone else. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Puzzle Speedrun, League of Puzzle Speedrunners, they were showcasing quite a fefew bracket matches between, I want to say, Panels of Pun, Endless, 99,999 points, as well as their one-player versus speedrun. I think they were at their like losers finals match between Cards of the Heart and FFR Pro.
Ah, I see. I'm not up to date with the speedruns channel, sadly.
Oh yeah, I tuned in a little bit. So I got to see, for example, like we have showcasing some very high-level skill within just basic chaining for the marathon run.
Yeah, especially the speedruns. I've played my old copy of Pokemon Puzzle League lately on my Nintendo 64, and I'm not really sure how the speedrunners do it. There is certainly there are some strategies, of course, certainly, but sometimes it feels like that the opponents only die when they want to. I've had an 11-minute game with Giovanni.
Oh, I agree. I swear, like, I mean, yeah, like, it's cliche to say that they have a mind of their own, because they do. But they are like a different breed, the Pokemon Puzzle League AI, when you compare that against Penalty Fun or Tetris Attack. And that difference really shows once you're at the higher difficulties, like specifically like Super Hard or S Hard.
Yeah.
Now going back to this set between Light Rider and H2O, that's not something that would stop either of these players, I would say. They're still very much capable of outputting attack after attack after attack. And now Light Rider is at set points. See a little combo chain from there, going from an 8 eventually into a 6. It's gonna send a fair 4.5 lines to H2O to deal with.
I'm waiting for the garbage.
Oh, that was so close.
Yep.
Light Rider almost got caught with 0 health from H2O's attack.
Swapped a little bit too early.
That was a good chain from Light Rider, chaining into the garbage and expediting that garbage clear, moving into the rest of the garbage that H2O had sent Light Rider's way. That was very smart on H2O's side. Noticing that that extra vertical clear created the space needed to get a garbage clear. Oh, that was unfortunate. You know what? I won't complain because this is the last set of the day for this tournament. I'm not going to complain that this became a Game 9. I don't know how you feel, Lava, but I hope everyone at home feels
this is fine.
the same way.
Oh yeah, this is fine. This is more than fine.
Oh, that was really scary. That
was
separated
close.
garbage made such a weird stack shape that Light Rider had to deal with, but those 3 purples led to just the perfect garbage clear needed and cleared it all in one swoop. No more separated garbage for Light Rider, at least for now. Does have to get through a layer. Gets a nice Shogun, being able to chain through a garbage layer from upper layer panel falling below it.
Both players are over 20 GPM right now. None of them is letting up with the offense. Light Rider is topped out again, but he keeps chaining, keeping himself alive, looking for a clear.
Love to see it. Meanwhile, H2O is a little bit low on panels, needs to find a garbage clear quick.
Oh!
Found one just in time.
I think that's it. Yep, it is it.
Congratulations to Light Rider for taking the set. That was a very well-deserved 5-4. And with that, wow, that's crazy. Without looking at points, just looking at set count, H2O, Aspic, and Brett is Great were all tied for second. So it's the points there, I think, like the game wins here and there that made the difference.
looks from the brackets that Light Rider is indeed our champion today. But everyone played really well. Red, I feel had a little bit of a slow start. But I only say this because I saw what they were able to do in the later games, and
I'm
Red
seeing a little. Sorry to cut you off, Lava. Like I saw in chat, Light Rider says his screen shows a tie. I'm gonna just quickly take a look at that.
Oh,
Let me see. Just gonna pull up the replay site, and we'll be able to figure that out.
That's strange. It shows decisive win for me.
It looks like a Light Rider win off of the replay site. It wasn't a tie. That's strange.
I'm checking it as well right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do so too. Yeah, we're on the case. We'll figure it out.
No, on my end, Light Rider definitely has a little bit of health left. He is topped out as well, but H2O died first. To me, it looks like Light Rider won.
Looks like it too. Oh yeah, like Light Rider had like the smallest sliver of health. It's interesting though that the game, like the client on Light Rider's end, like registered a tie. But yeah, I think we're still gonna go ahead and call this a win for Light Rider.
That's what it looks like in the replay. Because Newsy says as well.
It indeed was almost a frame perfect tie. But we're calling it a win for Light Rider. Congratulations, Light Rider. You are April 2024's intermediate tournament winner.
Yep, indeed. No, I looked at it again. And on my end screen, Light Rider has more health left than H2O. Maybe I can make a screenshot and put it in the chat. Wait.
Sure, I think that's a good idea. And to H2O, Aspic, and Brett is great. Thank you for playing today. I'm glad that we were able to. Yeah, you know, we didn't get that many like players in terms of the tournament, but it did mean that we were able to get coverage for all of your sets. So if you're the type of player that likes to review or just wants to like have something in the background to like listen to and play for entertainment, well, you have some content. Okay, so I think with that we have, now that we've crowned our champion, just a few announcements. Our next tournament is going to be held next Saturday, same time slot, 21 UTC. It's going to be our April 2024 Advanced Tournament. This will be played on level 10. It has a rating cap of 1724, so players from Copper all the way to Platinum are eligible to participate.
Right now, as I see, there are only 3 people signed up. Has nothing to say, of course. They could just be waiting for the day where the actual sign-ups are held, which are always 1 hour before the tournament actually starts. But I hope that more than 3 people will actually show up.
Yeah, hopefully we have some lurkers that will join in on the day of. Level 10 is a very different flavor from level 8 between having a 6th color to deal with right at the start. You don't have health, you have less top time and faster clear time compared against level 8. It becomes a very different game when you're playing on level 10. And it's and for me, it's very entertaining, like how players have to kind of adjust their previous understanding and knowledge of the game so that they can compete at this higher level.
Yeah, and this would conclude our tournament today, I would say. Congratulations to Lightrider again, and as I wanted to say before, Brad maybe had maybe a little bit of a slow start. The reason I say this is because in the later games they actually managed to play really well. They even managed to beat Espik, a former champion, and that I wouldn't understate that.
Yeah, that definitely does not go unnoticed, and I do think when it comes to just playing in tournament, like just having a few sets in, it definitely like has a part to play aside from any kind of warm-ups that you could be doing, and we got to see that live. Like taking a set against a former tournament champion is nothing to sneeze at. It is no small feat.
And to hate H2O as well, it was his first tournament.
Ah, yes.
So we actually had 2 former champions and 2 first-timers.
That's about as intimate as you can
also-
get. Getting some champion
nice to see.
experience. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, and thanks for playing, everyone. Thank you for watching. Fly on Ash. Thank you for joining our community. We all look forward to play with you as well.
Another big shout out to Decrates for streaming, Chaos for TOing, and to you, Lava, for commentating with me. It's always a blast
And
working
to
with
you
y'all.
as well for commentating with me. Thank you as well, and for handling the stream and the predictions.
It's my pleasure.
And good day, good night to all of you. I think we can go offline now.
Sounds good. This is Tetris Attack Online, signing off.